Okay, small sidestep before Jason vs. Leatherface number 2. We're going to be looking at an independent comic from an independent artist. The comic today is Pen and Ink Volume 1, a collection of small comics featuring the two title characters. They're sisters who live in a world of art. The comic was made by D. Parson, aka Super D. D has had quite the life, let me tell you. D has been creating and drawing comics since about the 3rd grade, citing 3rd grade as the year he knew what he wanted to do with his life. At age 16, when he was in high school, he began drawing comics for his high school newspaper. I got turned down by my high school newspaper because my comics were violent. At age 19, with the help of Jim Goddamn Davis, the creator of Garfield, he was able to publish his first syndicated comic strip, Life with Karami. I apologize if I am mispronouncing that. The strip, which was about a single mother and her baby and a cat that knows about the thug life, ran for about 2.5 years before shifting gears to work on other projects. After Karami, D has worked on Pen and Ink, which had about 4 books and several animated shorts on his YouTube channel, and is currently working on Rosebuds. He also created this thing. This thing is called Plush Maria. Plush Maria is your new god. D has met way more success in his life than any of us can dream of. Calling this guy a small-time artist is an insult. If I meet an iota of a percent of a fraction of the success D has had, I could die a happy man. So, without any more delay, let's dig into Pen and Ink Volume 1. There's no physical copy. I got this one digitally. Our cover here is a pretty damn good one. Features the two title characters busting out of a matchless platoon. You got Pen up here, who represents me when I'm having a drug trip and think I'm a comic book character. Down here is Ink. Ink is adorable. This comic is set up kind of the same way the first comic I ever reviewed was. Some Loud House comic. So it's not so much a narrative story, more a collection of individual one-shots and short stories. So bear with me. Okay, this here, the inside cover, Ink is adorable, and Pen is a snack. Our first story opens up with this guy claiming what he draws sucks. Pen commits breaking and entering and threatens the poor artist's life, what the hell, with the stare that will forever be in my nightmares until he loves his own art. Ink is just happy to be there, I guess. The next one, Ink helps Pen write a letter to a follower of theirs, and it gives me diabetes with how cute it is. This one is a parody of The Shining, but with love for artists. The further we go, the more the line between Pen and Jack Torrance gets more and more blurred. This one is Pen checking Ink's spelling and claiming there are no spelling errors. She's too precious to be told otherwise. Okay, Halloween comic. I love Halloween. You got Pen and Ink dressed up as each other. Ink dressed up as Pen is the cutest shit I've ever seen in my life. All is good till this guy is acting like an utter asshole when Pen starts giving Freddy Krueger a run for his money. This one is Ink singing Free Bird! It's cute as hell. This one is every artist's problem. People who want the artist to draw them. This guy critiques Pen and how she drew Mr. Hummingbird. That's his name now. He tells her it's too cartoony and asks for something more realistic. When she does, he says he prefers the cartoon version. His body was found dead later that evening. This comic is about Pen drawing. Ink wanted to pull a prank and switched her tablet pen for a Sharpie, and Pen starts going off about I'm using that as an insult from now on. Ink apologizes, and it wouldn't be Pen and Ink without Pen threatening someone's life. Pen has a prison record, doesn't she? Sneeze is about Ink sneezing, and... Is her hair actual ink? This one is about Pen selling commissions, and then hunting down those poor souls like wild game. Poor bastards. Let's end things on this short. An artist marvels at his account getting big and realizes Pen unleashing the powers of hell upon him. Something I've never experienced. The art is excellent. I love cartoony and adorable art. Ink is too damn cute, and Pen, well, as established, Pen is a snack. I can't say it for the stories. They're all good, don't get me wrong, but since each page is a different story, I can't really comment on them other than they're funny. Get this comic and support D in anything he does. I hold this guy in an extremely high respect. How high? I asked permission to do this review. I shot him up on Twitter and asked him if I could review his comic, and he said yes. And that's how high of a respect I hold him in. He's also been a huge inspiration to me. To break character real fast, I have my own little webcomic. It's a little gag-a-day type of thing starring a cat, and I wouldn't have gotten the inspiration or the courage to start doing it if I hadn't started following D. If I hadn't have seen what he does and I haven't have seen the stuff he can do, I wouldn't have had the courage to start my own webcomic. So this video, this review, is just kind of my way of gushing and saying, please support this man in anything he does, in all of his endeavors. Show him love, show him support. He extremely deserves it. With all that out of the way, I will see you next week. We're going to be holding off on Jason vs. Leatherface number 2 because next week we're going to be looking at D's first comic endeavor, Life with Kamari. I'm not redoing that. I don't know how to pronounce that name. You're going to be present for a while, aren't you? I'm going to go now.